I was in the Cherry Hill store 2 years ago, and I was just, there just checking out some things. And I really didn't know anybody at the time. And the lady that was working came up to me and said, "Hey, what do you do, this and this?" So I was telling her about my mentoring program. She was like, "I have a great person for you to meet. His name is James Gaddy. He runs this nonprofit organization called Project Little Warriors. And, I think you guys would do such a good job and possibly could even partner." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be great." So she gave me his email. And it's funny because for the last 2 years before we met, me and James were emailing each other back and forth. And he's a busy guy, I'm a busy guy, and our schedules can never come together so we can meet. And it's crazy, when I became an ambassador, James was one of the first people that reached out to me. He was like, "Hey man, I'm an ambassador at the Cherry Hill store. Welcome. This is what we got going on, blah, 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 let's meet." And I was like, hold up. This is the same guy from 2 years ago I was supposed to meet?
Funny story, I wanted to be an ambassador. I went to Sagemore like years ago, 3-4 years ago. I was like, "Oh, I should be an ambassador."
Right.
And they're like, or to Cherry Hill, and then Sagemore, and they're like, "No, that's not how it works. Like, we still child our ambassadors." Like, all right, cool, whatever. And then when they came and asked me, like, "Hey, do you want to be an ambassador? Like, we believe that what you do in this community and uplifting people is exactly in line with Lululemon."
Right.
And I was like, wow, timing is so perfect, right? And so important. Cut to 2020. The world shut down, there's all this crazy stuff going on, and Lululemon's still here, and now we're outside with you, who is making history about being the first Black ambassador and Sagemore, right? And so all the ideas of what can come of it, everything else like that, is limitless.
I wanted to become an ambassador as soon as I found out about it, man. I got a chance to meet you, I got a chance to meet a couple other people, and like you said, 2020 was a tough year for everybody, and I got a chance to meet Carolyn and meet Bree and everybody at the Sagemore store and build a relationship with them. So everything that comes with it, I mean, it's not even about the clothes, it's not even about the gear and having your picture in the store. It's about the things that we have in the future and the things that we want to build towards. Like you said, a lot of opportunities is coming forward for us. Yeah, so I can't wait. Stereotypes, and it's like when people first see you, they're like, "Wow, you wear Lululemon?" And I get stopped at the mall, I get stopped at the schools I work with, I get stopped walking outside my house, and I guess people are, they like the gear, they like everything that, I may have a nice outfit on that day or something like that, but it's like, I think they're just so surprised that a Black man, somebody of my stature, somebody that looks like, an ex-professional basketball player and all that type of stuff is wearing Lululemon. I think in the back of their minds is like, "A, wow, he can afford that. B, does he do yoga? C, did somebody give that to him as a gift? Like, what is it about?" And that's what bothers me the most. So that's why, on the other side of it, that's why it's important to me. Like, I feel like when I have Lululemon on, it's much more than just wearing their product. It's me, basically speaking out for others that's like us.
When we talk about stereotypes, and we live with them so much, right? Here's just like another one that's another added value or added layer, something we have to deal with or put up with. What I like to say is, like, that's okay when it's coming from a non-judgmental point of view, and let's talk about it, right? Because the biggest thing is like, "Oh, they're Black, African-American, brown, what do they want to be called?" All right, they're a human being. That's the color of their skin. And we're here, right, to not only help as many people as we can in our spheres, right, and circles of influence, but help each other have a greater impact too. You know what I mean? I want to change that narrative of yoga is not only for rich white people.
For sure.
Right? Like, yoga is not only for the moms that are at home or whatever. Yoga, everybody needs yoga, right?
For sure.
And the same thing with Lululemon with their clothing. Like, that is an amazing product, and everybody should have access to it, right? So those two different things, I think it's interesting, and I'm excited about the possibility of our unity, because what Lululemon does is they want to see an opportunity and, like, how can we best help that be pushed forward as it's aligning with their mission.
One thing I could say about us, we're their example. We want to be the example. We're going to continue to be the example and show people that, this is what we got going on, and we're representing South Jersey. Nothing against other ambassadors, but they got LA, they got Toronto, they got the major cities. They even got Philly, that type of stuff. We're repping South Jersey, and I feel like, for us, you know, we got a huge job, but it's a great opportunity, but it's a huge job for us.
And the more that we can prove being the example, then other people are going to see it and then like up the ante.
Right.
We're gonna have
Right.
we're raising the bar. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? And like when we're consistently doing that, and people are seeing it, and not only seeing it, feeling the effects of it,
And believing in
and
it.
then believing it.
Right.
Because like what that movie, great movie, Inception. It's so powerful because they said, what's the most powerful thing in the world? An idea.
Right.
You have that idea, and if you believe in that idea, the sky's not even the limit. Your belief
sure.
is the limit.
For sure.